Trials are part of the process. With God, everything works together for good. There are moments in life when it feels like everything is falling apart. The doors you hoped would open remain closed. The plans you spent years building begin to crumble. The answers you've been waiting for never seem to come. And in the middle of that silence, it's easy to ask, God, where are you? Perhaps you're going through one of those seasons right now, a season where exhaustion weighs heavier than hope, where tears fall quietly when no one is watching, where it feels like you take one step forward and two steps back. As you watch other people seem to achieve their goals, you begin to wonder if God has forgotten about you. But I want you to remember one truth. Your trials do not mean that God has abandoned you. Many times they mean exactly the opposite. They are a sign that He is still working in your life, even when you cannot see it, because God is never improvising. Every season has a purpose. Every delay has a reason. Every hardship can become a tool to shape the character you will need to sustain the blessings that are yet to come. God doesn't just want to change your circumstances, He wants to transform you, and that transformation often begins in the middle of your trials. God sees the entire path. As human beings, we can only see the present. We see the problem right in front of us. We see the closed door, we see the loss, we see the disappointment, but God sees the entire journey. He knows the end from the beginning. What looks like a defeat today may actually be the protection you needed. Perhaps you lost a job you thought was perfect. Perhaps a relationship ended when you least expected it. Perhaps an opportunity disappeared just when you believed everything was about to change. At that moment, all you see is pain. But God sees what you still cannot understand. Some paths may seem good, but they ultimately destroy a man's peace. That is why God often closes doors we desperately try to force open. Not because He wants to punish us, but because He loves us too much to let us walk towards something that would eventually harm us. Trusting God does not mean having all the answers. It means believing that He is still guiding your steps, even when the road seems dark. The fire is not meant to destroy you. Think about gold for a moment. Before it becomes a precious piece of jewelry, it must first pass through fire. Steel also requires extreme heat before it becomes strong. The same is true for a man. Trials do not come to destroy you. They come to refine what needs to change. Your pride, your impatience, your fear, your self-reliance. Many times we ask God for strength, but we forget that strength is only developed by facing resistance. We ask for patience, but patience is born only when we learn to wait. We ask for wisdom, but wisdom almost always comes after making mistakes and learning from them. God wastes no experience. Even the most painful ones can become the beginning of a deep transformation. When God is silent, one of the hardest trials any man can face is feeling that God is silent. You pray, you wait, you trust, and yet everything seems exactly the same. No answers come, nothing changes, and your heart slowly begins to fill with doubt. But silence never means absence. A farmer plants a seed, and for weeks sees absolutely nothing above the ground. Yet beneath the soil, an invisible process is taking place. The roots begin to grow, the plant becomes stronger, it prepares itself to support what one day will become visible. To everyone, God works the same way. Even when you see no movement, even when nothing seems to be changing, He is still working, preparing people, preparing opportunities, preparing your heart. Because before He gives you what you've been praying for, He wants to make sure you're ready to steward it wisely. Faith also means keeping moving forward. Many people believe that faith simply means believing, but true faith also requires action. It means getting up when you feel like giving up, continuing to work even when the results haven't appeared, remaining honest when others choose the easy path, staying faithful when no one is watching. It's easy to trust God when everything is going well. True faith is revealed when you keep walking even without fully understanding the road ahead. Every small act of obedience strengthens your character. Every right decision shapes the man God is calling you to become. Never underestimate small acts of discipline. They are what prepare you for life's greatest victories. Pain can become your testimony. No one enjoys suffering. No one asks to go through difficult seasons. Yet many of the people who inspire the world today have stories marked by pain. The difference is that they refused to let suffering define who they were. Instead, they allowed God to transform it. Wounds can become wisdom. Losses can teach you to value what truly matters. Failures can open doors you never imagined. Perhaps today you're living through the hardest chapter of your story. But that doesn't mean it's the final chapter. God is still writing your story. And very often, the hardest chapters prepare the most beautiful ending. God changes the man before he changes his circumstances. Many times we ask God to change our circumstances, our job, our finances, our family, our situation. But God usually starts somewhere else. He begins by changing the man. Because when the man changes, the way he faces problems changes. The way he manages his resources changes. The way he treats people changes. The way he makes decisions changes. And when that happens, his circumstances begin to change as well. The greatest transformation never begins around you. It begins within you. Everything has its perfect time. We live in a generation that wants immediate results, instant answers, instant success, instant change. But God rarely works in a hurry, because what is built too quickly can also fall apart just as quickly. He works with patience, with purpose, with precision. He is never late. He is never early. He always arrives at exactly the right time. While you're waiting, don't believe you're wasting time. You are being prepared. Every day of waiting is strengthening something you will need tomorrow. Perhaps today you don't understand why you're going through this trial. Perhaps you've cried in silence. Perhaps you've thought about giving up. But remember this: God never abandons the man who chooses to trust him. Even when the road is difficult, even when the answer takes time, even when your strength feels like it's running out, he continues to walk beside you. Every prayer you pray, every quiet effort, every act of obedience, every day you choose not to quit, has a value that you may not yet be able to see. Don't allow a difficult season to make you forget God's promises, because trials are temporary, but God's purpose is eternal. Keep moving forward, keep believing, keep working, keep obeying, because one day you'll look back and realize that the very thing you thought would destroy you was exactly what God used to transform you into the man he always intended you to become. Trials are part of the process, but when God guides your steps, no hardship has the final word. He turns pain into growth, uncertainty into hope, weakness into strength, and today's tears into tomorrow's testimony. Welcome to HVM High Value Mindset. Always remember, when you walk with God, trials are not the end of the journey. They are the beginning of the man he is shaping you to become.